Hey guys, what's up? Scotch Duck here once again. Right, another collection update. Let's get right to it. So, last weekend, as I'm recording this, what day was that? 17th of June, there you go. Play Expo was on in Glasgow, and I went with a couple of pals. Lots of old retro games, lots of arcades, always a great time, love it. Got a wee haul of games here that I got at that event. I'll just show these off first. Tom and Jerry War of the Whiskers. I bought this, okay, it was like £6, and I don't know why, it was just like an in-the-moment thing. For some reason, I thought this game was like really rare. Like, I'm sure I've seen it go for a lot more money before, so I was immediately like, oh, I have to buy that, that's a steal. But maybe it's like, I think it was like a GameCube version, maybe that's the rare one? I don't know, but I got that now. I actually do have a bit of nostalgia for this game, okay, I think a friend or a cousin had a copy before. I have seen it played, and I know it's kind of like a Smash Brothers clone thing. So, kind of cool to have, not gonna lie. I also picked this up. This is Winter Heat. This is the sequel to Athlete Kings, which is also known as Deck Athlete. Basically an Olympic game made by AM3. Pretty fun game. I think it was quite popular on the Saturn because it had very good graphics for the time. The game itself is fairly simple, just like a few mini games where you're doing button combinations, trying to get a high score and stuff. Not too much to it, if I'm being honest. And this one's kind of just the same, except with winter themed sports. But it's definitely got a lot of Sega arcade charm. I will agree to that. So it's quite nice to have. No bad. And lastly, this is something I've been wanting for a while, actually. Daytona USA 2001 for the Dreamcast. I think I own, every version of Daytona now. Outside of, that, okay. I think there's, a NetLink edition of Daytona for the Saturn. I don't even know if it was released in Europe or if it's just America and Japan. I don't own that. Okay, that one's quite pricey. But, yeah, I've now got this. I've got both versions for the Saturn. I have the Xbox Live and PSN versions that they released, which I don't think you can buy anymore, sadly. Was that every version of Daytona? Let me know. Let me know if I'm missing one. I like Daytona. Right, so another wee pile of games here. Let's just get right to it. Sonic Origins Plus. I wasn't a complete hater of Sonic Origins when it came out, like a lot of people. I thought it was a pretty good collection. And when they announced this, I was quite excited. It's, oh shit, playing as Amy. Aye, not bad. I've already played the whole game all 4 games as Amy. She's a decent little addition. It's very nice to see her in the games. This physical edition's a bit shite though, because what's on the disc is just the base Sonic Origins game, and the Sonic Origins Plus is like a code inside. Sega. Tap tap. I don't know, I guess they do, treat the Plus Origins as just, a DLC thing, as opposed to something that's, a brand new game, but, yeah, that was still a bit iffy, but, of course I still fucking bought it. What do you take me for? Okay, next I have Street Fighter 6. Now, I kind of got, I haven't really played this yet. I probably played, 20 minutes or something. I do need to get into it, but I remember just being quite happy. This is going to sound weird. I remember just being quite happy for Capcom when this game's reviews came out, because it reviewed very, very well. A lot of people are really liking Street Fighter 6. Because, Capcom's been on a roll for the past few years in terms of just being a AAA publisher and putting out just banger after banger with their more popular franchises. But Street Fighter was always something that was still a little bit iffy, because Street Fighter V's history was a bit iffy. But they nailed it, the game's out and the game's braw, and when I saw the reviews, I was kind of like, oh yes, Capcom, I'll buy a copy. And I bought a copy. And funny story, I've got a pal who is super into this game. He's super into Capcom fighting games in general. And for whatever reason, Amazon sent this copy to me 2 days before the game was supposed to come out. And I told him, and he was all upset and jealous, and I'm just like, you want to borrow it for 2 days? You can. And he was so grateful. But that was, yeah, it meant more to him, so I was happy to do that. But yeah, I need to get into it myself, really do. Again, I'm more just happy that the game's done well and that Capcom seems to, future's looking bright for their fighting game division, So, yep, here we go. Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, of course I picked this up. Everybody fucking picked it up. Good game. But I gotta say, like, I don't think I've ever felt this way with a game before, right? Because, you know, usually when you, like, start playing a game, you play it, you like it, and you're just like, oh, this is pretty good. But then you see how much of the game there is. Maybe it's like a big open world. Maybe you've got, like, just a long list of things that you know you need to do. And you kind of have a moment you're like, I don't really want to do this. I don't really have time. I'd rather go play something else. If you've got that feeling, chances are you weren't really, like, digging the game in the first place, okay? But the thing with this game is, though, I was digging it. I was really enjoying, like, playing the game. But the amount of shit that you do in this game is so fucking overwhelming, alright? Like, I remember I played for, like, a day straight, and I didn't do anything. You know, I did a few shrines, probably, but I was really just, like, cutting about the world, you know, seeing all what they've done with the new things since Breath of the Wild. And I remember the first time I went, like, underground was, like, a few days before started playing it, I finally did the story mission that tells you to, like, go underground. And my mind was just like, there's a whole other world down here. What? How are you meant to do all this? So I had this moment while playing it where I was just so burnt out with it. And I'm just like, okay, I just want just go with the story. You know, I did, like, enough shrines, all that shit. So I was just like, right, fuck it, we're just gonna do the story and that's it. And it is a good game. I think Breath of the Wild's better, or at least holds a bigger place in my heart right now. Maybe I just need to give it a bit more time to let it sink in. But yeah, Tears of the Kingdom, good game, but comes with a bit of emotional baggage, I should say. So yeah, whatever. And next I got Metal Gear Solid 5 Complete Collection. This I got in lieu of the, like, resurgence of, like, Metal Gear shit that we've now got to look forward to. You know, like, the remake of 3 is coming out. I'm streaming Metal Gear Solid 3 on Twitch, shameless plug. And, you know, the collection's looking like there's a lot of, like, love put into it. You know, Konami's back to doing Metal Gear shit. So this was just kind of an impulse buy. It wasn't too pricey. Never liked 5. I didn't like what they did with it, or the changes they made it, like all the new voice actors, the sort of, like, different tonal shift. It didn't feel very Metal Gear to me, okay, compared to, like, the other games. But yeah, like I said, I was just on a Metal Gear high, and I thought to myself, I should go back and give that another try. Well, who knows? Maybe there's a way for me to, like, get into it. So not here anyway. We'll see how it goes. Never like Peace Walker either, which I know this game is based a lot on. You know, the sort of, like, gameplay loop that Metal Gear now has, as opposed to the sort of, like, linear stealth shit that you would get from 1 through 4. But whatever. Well, I'll try it anyway. I have a physical copy of Ishid now. I played this game originally on the Xbox, digitally. You know, wanted to get it early. That thing Sega keeps doing. Not very nice of you, Sega. Not that it stops me from buying your fucking game multiple times. But yeah, really like Ishin. I'm sure I talked about it in the last collection update. So yeah, got it physically now. No bad. And here we have a Donkey Kong Jungle Beat for the GameCube. I was drunk and I watched Stop Skeletons from Fighting's newest video where he was talking about all the games that are compatible with the bongos, and this came up and he said that it was actually like a 2D platformer, really. And I was kind of just like, wait, what, really? And I went on eBay and just bought it when I was pissed, and it came a couple days later. I was like, oh yeah, that. Haven't played it yet, but I hear it's good. I'm intrigued. A platformer that you can apparently... I don't have these bongos, by the way. I have the Samba de Amigo maracas. Think they'll work? I don't know. But yeah, it's Donkey Kong Jungle Beat. No bad. And the last game I'm going to show off here is Bennett Arden, Cereza, and The Lost Demon. A lot of you are thinking, Duck, wasn't this in your last collection update? It was in my last collection update, but I hadn't played it in my last collection update. Now I have played it. This game's fucking amazing. This game is like in my top 3 this year. And 2023, sorry, is quite a shit hot year for games, isn't it? Really, really good. Please do not sleep on it. Way better than Bayonetta 3. Bayonetta 3 is good, but this was just, wow, I love this. This is a broad game, so I just want to say that. Yeah, okay. Anyway, guys, that's that. See you after. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.